What's up, YouTube friends? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the official release of the Genius X LAUNCHPAD on the Cardano mainnet. In addition to that, I also want to review some sneak peeks of the Genius DEX that was just released by the team. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Genius, they're going to be a team building two different platforms. The first is going to be called the Genius Yield platform, which is going to be a decentralized exchange or a DEX building on the blockchain. Now, they're going to be offering a few different features that we have yet to see on other blockchains, or on other DEXs, I should say, which include smart swaps, which will be programmable orders that execute at a particular range. They're also going to have concentrated liquidity, which we're actually going to see a screenshot of here in just a second. They also have an automated yield optimizer or a smart liquidity vault, as well as an auto compounding feature to allow your earnings to earn you even more as they grow. Moving over into Genius X, they're going to be an accelerator program building on Cardano. Again, keep in mind that this is going to be built by the same team building the Genius DEX, and their goal is going to be to help onboard brand new projects into Cardano. And so right now, I believe they have about 12 or 13 different partners who they're currently assisting. And they also have an ongoing ISPO, which is called the multi-token ISPO. So if you guys are interested in both of these projects, make sure to check them out using the links down in the description below. Jumping over into the preview of the Genius DEX, we saw a recent tweet from the official Genius Twitter account posting 3 different images. Now, the first was of their user trading portal, the second was of their concentrated liquidity portal, and then the third was their yield farming dashboard. So I'm going to blow these up here for you guys, and let's just quickly analyze this here, and then we're going to move over and talk a little bit more about Genius X. So here we have the regular swap interface. Starting from this top left-hand corner here, we have the ability to create our order, right? So from here, you can select what token pairs you want. So in this example, they're going to be buying ADA, and they're going to be selling their gens, right? Right below that, we have the market price for the gens tokens that they're going to be selling. And then we have an option here to basically set the current market price within this particular value here, right? So I believe this is where the programmable swaps will kind of kick in. Again, if you want to set this to execute at a particular price, you'll have the ability to do that. Right below that, we have the total fees, and I assume you can probably expand that to see exactly what's going on and how those are actually being used. Right below that, we have the open orders, which are some of the orders that have either been filled, pending, or partially filled. And so if you guys are not familiar with the platform, they're going to be just like a traditional stock trading platform. However, they're going to be dealing with crypto, and they're going to have some additional assets and features that we don't see in regular TradFi. And so here we have what we're selling on the left-hand column, what we're buying in the right-hand column, the price, the fees, and the time that the actual trade was made. Now here above the open orders, we have the actual chart showing us the price action of whatever token pairs we're looking to trade. We have some different time periods here, again, I think, which are really cool. Again, we have the price and then the percentage increase per day. We have the TVL up here, and then I believe that that's really kind of it for the swap interface. So pretty common here. I believe this is what we've kind of seen with MinSwap. And if you guys are not familiar with MinSwap, they're the leading DEX right now on Cardano. Now, with that said, what we're seeing is about 90% completed. And that was actually stated by the Genius team. So they're very close to releasing this DEX, and I believe they'll be releasing it in Q1 of 2023. We have yet to get an official date though. So once we do get one, I'll make sure to release another video highlighting that to you guys. All right, next we're going to be looking at the yield farming dashboard, and this is going to be fairly common as well. And so yield farming will allow you to earn some additional income as a liquidity provider. Now, this is not without any risks, so do make sure that you understand all of the risks before participating in DeFi. Now, taking a look here, we have the trading pairs, or the liquidity pool pairs, I should say, which we can provide liquidity to in order to earn our passive income. Now, it looks like you can actually earn both of the token pairs, right? So what we've seen traditionally is that once you provide liquidity, you earn the token of the DEX platform in which you're providing liquidity from. However, here it looks like we will be able to earn both token pairs. And so, for example, if you provide liquidity into the ADA in Gen's pool, you'll be able to earn 3.5 ADA or 3.5% in terms of ADA, and that's the APY. And then in terms of the Gens token, you'll also be able to earn that as well. So once you actually go to harvest your reward, you'll be able to get 2 separate tokens instead of 1 single token, which is what we've seen historically. Similar setup here again, we have the ADA and MELD pair, and MELD is actually one of my favorite projects here, so I'm really happy to see that they've already kind of integrated MELD into their platform, but that's really kind of it here. So not much else going on within the yield farming dashboard. Moving over into this last image here, or this last screenshot, this is going to be the concentrated liquidity portal. And so concentrated liquidity, simply put, means that as a liquidity provider, you'll be able to allocate certain price points at which you can allocate more liquidity or less liquidity. Traditionally, when prices are lower, it might make sense to provide more liquidity at that point, or vice versa, right? Depending on what your goal is, whether you're long on the market or whether you're trying to short the market. With that said though, we can see right here on the left-hand side, we have the add liquidity menu. Again, this is the ADA and Gens pair. We can see the minimum price that we want to provide liquidity at, and then the maximum price as well. Now, in addition to that, we can split up the total amount of liquidity that we're providing. So this is what makes this so cool, and I'm just so excited to be talking to you guys about this, right? So right here, it says how many times we want to split our liquidity. And so if you want to maybe split it over 10 different transactions, we can do that, right? Or if you maybe just want to dump everything, you can do that as well. But we have not had this opportunity or this feature on any other DEX yet. So this is going to be a first coming to Cardano. So shout out and huge congratulations to the Genius Yield team. Right below the splits, we have the minimum trade. And so here we can dictate how much of the Gens tokens we actually want to trade per split, I believe. And then right below that, we have the liquidity positions. And so we can see exactly what liquidity positions we have existing, the TVL in that position, the APR, and then how much we've earned in terms of rewards. Now, right above that, we have the liquidity chart, which is going to show us the allocation of our liquidity. And it also shows the different ranges, I believe, at which you can invest your liquidity. Now, moving over into the Genius X update, as I mentioned before, their LAUNCHPAD is officially launched on the Cardano mainnet. And so this is going to be a premium LAUNCHPAD, which I believe we have not seen yet on Cardano. So on the testnet, which actually ended about last week, we were able to participate in the test sale of the Gens token. So now it's actually going to be happening for real on the mainnet. And so it says here, we're extremely excited to announce that the Genius X Launchpad is now live on the mainnet. Head over to launchpad.geniusx.co in order to register for participation in their public sale of the Gens token. So I'm going to go ahead and just navigate over to that website here. And as you guys can see, it's pretty simple, looks exactly like the testnet website did. From here, you can connect your wallet. Once you connect your wallet, you will have to undergo KYC, or the Know Your Customer requirements. And so it's basically just a simple process of providing things such as a photo ID. You also have to provide your email and a phone number. This particular sale will be taking place in 4 different rounds. The first 3 rounds will be available to participants of their ISPO, and then the very last round, or the 4th round, will be the one that's available to the public. Now, if you want to participate in this, you will need to use the same wallet that you used for the ISPO if you're participating in the first 3 rounds. If you're coming in for the public sale, you can use whichever wallet that you want, and I believe that they confirmed that the Nami wallet and the Eternal wallets would both be compatible on the Launchpad. And so as you guys can see here, round number 1 will be beginning on December 5th. And then in addition to that, there's going to be a total allocation of 3 million Gens tokens for this particular sale. So clicking on the actual project here, we can actually see more information about the sale, how they're going to be distributing the tokens to the public, and then all of the actual information and details about each of the 4 rounds. And if you guys are not already aware, I did shoot a fully dedicated video just kind of breaking down the official article about the launch of the Genius X Launchpad, as well as the public sale of the GENS token, which I'll leave a link to down below. And that's going to go into a lot more detail about how you can participate, how you can get whitelisted, how you can undergo KYC, and how you can actually purchase the token. So really helpful video there. Hopefully you guys can check it out if you guys deem that you need that help. Now, scrolling down here, we have the team actually behind the Genius platforms. And I want to highlight a few of them, right? So we have Laurent, who is going to be the CEO. We have Dr. Lars Brunjes, who's the managing partner and the CTO. He's also a Plutus teacher. And so Plutus is going to be the smart contracting language that's used to build the contracts on Cardano. But he's also working with IOG, or Input Output Global, actually building Cardano. So a really huge asset here for the team. And then to the right of him, we have Martin Burton, who is the CSO, who's also very knowledgeable in communicating with the community. And so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Again, huge announcements and huge news coming directly from the Genius team. I'm super excited about it, and I hope that you guys are too. Now, if you guys found some of the information covered as a part of today's video to be helpful, then please make sure to tap that like button. If it's your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the content covered as a part of today's video, then please make sure to leave those down below. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video.